This is the Transformers Generation Selects War for Cybertron Trilogy Galactic Odyssey Collection Biosfera Autobot clones. I believe they're the repack of the very elusive Autobot clones, and from the looks of promo pics, they look to be the Takara Tomy repacks, much like Pounce and Wingspan. But we'll find out. My biggest issue again with Generation Selects, you can't really inspect what's inside because it's sealed, and most stores will not want to break that seal because they can't sell it for full retail price if that happens. So just praying, please, Hasbro, none of the bad luck. Give me well-painted figures. Man, I mean, the Generation Selects are really overpriced repaints in my opinion, and for you not to expect 100% quality on a figure is just unfair, and it's a disservice to fans. If you want to do something like this, you have to be spot on. Quality control should be on point, but it is what it is, and hopefully I'm not always unlucky with Hasbro. And no lemons, please. Let's go. Okay, and the first thing I look at are those visors. Oh, come on, Hasbro, Takara Tomy. Some brush marks of that metallic baby blue visors, but hardly noticeable. You can see it there from the brow. Not so bad. It's acceptable. Paint on the face, that sort of beige, off-white beige color on the face. Not too bad looking. I think it's a pass. This insignia right here, which was supposed to be where the rub sign is, or yeah. Autobot logos, Autobot faction symbols. So far, so good. The paint apps seem to be acceptable. Nothing to complain about. And here are the Autobot clones, Cloudraker and Fastlane, out of packaging, and they are reissues. For a while, I thought they were Takara Tomy reissues. I pointed that out to Prime versus Prime in his video for this, and he had mentioned that they were Hasbro reissues, and he's absolutely right. My bad on that. And if you want to know what the Takara Tomy versions look like, I missed out on this set actually, and they had a pinkish body with a little bit more of a gray color on their legs and their fists, and these have totally different colors. These have the red bodies and beige legs. And if you look at the Hasbro versions, the Titans Return clones, they are absolutely spot on, identical with these figures. And yep, my bad, I was wrong. Okay, so they are Hasbro figures. I actually got, I think, Cloudraker together with Wingspan in that Walmart exclusive 2-pack. And this was impossible to get. I think I did get him from the set, which I know it was ridiculous to get. These clones were packaged in like a 5-pack. I mean, Titans Return, my goodness, it was literally impossible to complete all 4 of them without spending way too much money, which I did not do. And I was actually looking forward to these two. They're actually pretty okay. They're a great update and a great rendition of the old G1 clones. And if you remember back in the day, the clones were supposed to be, they should look identical in robot mode, but they did transform into different alt modes. So I thought that was pretty interesting, a gimmick back in the day. And these two do reflect that old G1 styled clones. The plastic does feel very premium. It doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. They just not did a good job. They didn't do a good job of hiding the car parts here, much like how they hid a lot of the jet packs or jet parts for Cloudraker. But nevertheless, they still kind of look like they're identical or they are clones. And here they are with their Decepticon counterparts, Pounce and Wingspan. And between the two pairs, I think the Decepticon clones did it better. Just great overall transformation alt mode, and the robot mode, they do sound more convincing than these two. Nevertheless, they're both great additions to your G1 inspired Generations shelf, and seeing them together, finally getting all four of them, they look absolutely great. Although I do prefer these over these by a bit more. Transform them into their alt modes. Let's start with Cloudraker. So what you want to do is you want to fold out the wings right here. Fold the feet up like that. Go ahead and fold the arms this way. Fold the head this way. Okay? And then split that hip joint like that. And these feet, or their legs, are supposed to tab in to the shoulders just like that. So look at that. Same thing on the other side. It's a bit of a struggle just to get them. You gotta hold down those arms just to get them in. Yeah, it's okay. I had a hard time doing that the first time around, but yeah. And then the nose cone just flips up like that. And on my copy of the figure, more quality issues. Hooray! The wings don't really go level. Like this one, I've tried my best just to I've really tried my best just to fold it as level as possible, but it just won't, and I'm afraid I'm going to break it. This one's okay though, but the wingtip just doesn't want to flatten out. So more of my bad luck with Hasbro products. I'm pretty sure in your copy of the figure, this thing just folds out level. And here is half of the Biorobot in jet mode. He's got a kickstand, not a kickstand, but a landing gear right there, so you can position the jet mode like that. It's okay. It's kind of clunky, but I do like Cloudraker's alt mode more than Fastlane, which I will show you right now. So he's okay. Pretty good, but not super impressive in my opinion. Fastlane, same thing. You would transform him this way, this way, this way, and this way. And the last bit of transforming is you split the legs like this, and they don't do anything. Why would you even put that? All you got to do is just tab in the legs together, fold down the feet, and that's it. You get this crappy looking F3 or F1 car that rolls fantastic. I mean, on my copy of the figure, this thing just doesn't want to tab in, but it rolls wonderfully. You can really feel that premium quality. I'm not being sarcastic about that. It really does feel great, and I like the sound it makes. It harkens back to the old Transformers when premium quality was a standard for Hasbro. None of the soft plastic. My biggest disappointment with this one is the transformation. Really, they could have done a lot more with this hinge. Maybe find a way to just fold these and just compress the front part just a little bit, so it just doesn't feel like they're just robot legs dangling out in front of the vehicle mode. I mean, the arms are already gruesome and grotesque as it is for both modes, but yeah, this one's okay, but quality sucks on it. But this one should have been the better one. Should have been. I don't know what happened, how they dropped the ball on this one. It rolls really nice. It's a great car mode, but no, it's a great playable car mode, but the aesthetics on the car it's just not good. And I don't know how they could have fixed it. So yeah, the details about it, I mean, sure, they were trying to do a G1 thing, trying to keep it as close, but I mean, they could have improved on it. And it's really disappointing, and I'm afraid this set might just end up in my purge bin because I paid way too much for this. I actually paid $44 for this one. Can you believe it? And this thing should just be no more than $25 in my opinion, because they're two Legends class figures. They should just be like $24, $25 for the entire set. But it is an exclusive. Clearly you can see right here this really awesome box. It's a Generation Select, and obviously it has to be very, very premium. No weapons, no nothing, just a straight up repack. They didn't even repaint it. And you are paying, I don't know, I heard on Amazon they brought it down to what, $17 just recently. It has gone on clearance. That's how we should price this thing, not, well, yeah, we don't have Pulse doesn't ship to Manila, so gotta contend with getting it at double, triple the price. And so some final thoughts on these Autobot clones. They're okay. If you're a big G1 enthusiast, you're gonna love these figures. These clones are a great throwback and nostalgia to the original G1 toys. I think they have better engineering this time around. They're more posable. Overall, they're a great update. But as toys and for the price they are going for, I don't think it's worth getting. Honestly, especially if you live here in Manila, these things are just way too overpriced. Even the Decepticon clones, they're actually pretty overpriced, and they're exclusives, and it's just amazing how well played Hasbro has done this, charging near Voyager class prices for a bunch of Legends class figures, so to speak. And if you really want these figures and you can wait, my best bet, I think my best advice is just to wait for them to go on clearance. Not just clearance, but super clearance. Like let the price go down all the way. The Autobot clones are going to get a 7 out of 10 for me. Just wasn't feeling them. If you have to choose between the Decepticon clones or the Autobot clones, I'd say go for the Decepticons. I think the Beast Mode or the Beast clones in their Eagle and Wolf alt mode, Pounce and Wingspan, I think do a better job for this gimmick than Cloudraker and Fastlane. And you know, I was really disappointed, really a little bit disappointed with these Autobot clones. On paper they sounded great, and normally you'd think they'd be a better pair, but in the end they just disappointed me. And with that, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you agree with me? Is this something you need to hunt down, or is it an outright easy pass for you guys? I'd be interested to know what you think of these figures down in the comment section below. Hit me up, and as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. And if you want to help the channel out, please check out my Patreon account. There's a link in the description box below. Thanks for watching.